First things that we're going to look at are types of control. And there are lots of different types of control that we may experience in organizations. The first is simple control, where an authority figure tells a subordinate what to do. So basic leader tells employee how to do their job, what to do, what's expected of them, that type of thing. Bureaucratic control are steps, rules, and procedures the employees must use. So if you've ever been in a situation where you've had a lot of paperwork, where maybe the process to do something is cumbersome, you have to go through a whole set of procedures to get there. Sometimes we're controlled by that in organizations. There's also the use of technical control, and this is when employees monitor computers, keystrokes, the use of badges to badge in and out of certain areas. That is technical control. And then cultural controls are when the norms, rules, and values of an organization guide our behavior in such a way that maybe it changes us in some way, but it guides our behavior in a way that may become overwhelming. Social controls when the peer group guides behavior in a negative way. So you start to buy into the culture, which then leads to the social aspect of the organization, and how you relate to other people can determine how much control they have over you. And then concerted control is conforming to unreasonable expectations. So sometimes organizations make decisions that may be unreasonable and really shouldn't be made, but you have to conform to those anyway to keep your job. Now, in all of these instances, control is not always a bad thing, and that's what I kind of said in another video, that we can't look at this as a right or wrong kind of thing. We all have to do what our leaders tell us or what our authority figures tell us. We all have steps and rules and procedures that must be followed in order to do your job. But what we're looking at is what happens when these are taken to the extreme. So what happens when there's too much of this and not enough of collaboration, which we'll look at in a second. And can you still have collaboration and have these forms of control, which in a well-balanced organization, that's the goal, is to have some degree of control. You have to have it, but also to have the collaborative nature as well. So for this first part of this chapter, though, we're looking at how control can have a detrimental effect on the organization if it's too strong and too much. What happens when there's too much control is we typically experience turf wars, the silos, my area is better than your area type thing. Workplace bullying can happen. Systematically distorted communication. So using communication to distort someone's view of what's actually happening. And then it can also shut people down. We begin to disqualify people, objectify them and what they're saying, and then sometimes just avoid talking with them in general.